confused by por en para? People think that all you need to do is memorize a few short rules and then you'll have por en para down. But many learners, after years of studying Spanish, still get confused and don't know which one to use. So how do you really tackle por en para? Through real-life application and repetition. That's why today I'm taking you through a short story where we're going to see a ton of por en para, and I think that by the end of it, you'll have it down. Un regalo para la abuela. Right off the bat, we're seeing para. In a few moments here, we're going to see why exactly, but para is used for a recipient. Anytime you have something going to someone, in this case, a gift for grandmother, we're using para. Here's your key. Before we get started, I want you to know that we're designating blue for para and orange for por. Para is used for purpose, destination, recipient, deadline, perspective. Por is used for duration, reason, exchange, agent or cause, movement through. Feel free to take a screenshot of this so that you can read through these examples later. Ayer. This story is split up into two different parts, ayer and hoy. Ayer is going to use a lot of the preterite tense, and hoy is going to use the present tense. Let's take a look. Ayer Marisol salió de su casa muy temprano para llegar al mercado antes de las 9. Okay, so para here. Para is being used because we are expressing purpose. Why was she leaving the house early? To arrive early. Anytime you can replace the word to with in order to, we're using the word para. Para expresses purpose. Caminó por el centro de Oaxaca por casi una hora, buscando un regalo perfecto. She walked through downtown for almost an hour. We're seeing two different pors here. Por is used whenever we're talking about movement through. So where is she walking through? She's walking through downtown. Por is also used when we're talking about duration of time. We're going to see an example where para is used for time, but in this example, whenever por is how much time you're doing something, we're using the word por. Por expresses movement through and duration. Entró en la tienda de su tía para pedir consejo. We're seeing this example again of why was she entering the store of her aunt? In order to ask for advice. Para pedir consejo. Para expresses purpose. Anytime para is used with that infinitive verb, we can say that it is used for in order to. Su tía le recomendó un rebozo tejido a mano hecho por artesanas locales. Her aunt recommended a hand-woven shawl made by local artisans. Where did the shawl come from? Who caused it? What caused it? Who made it? Local artisans. So that's why we are using por here. Por expresses agent and cause. Marisol pagó 200 pesos por un rebozo. Por is used for exchange as well. Anytime you're exchanging something for something else, we're going to use the word por. Por expresses exchange. Después pasó por la floristería para comprar las flores amarillas, las favoritas de su abuela. Por and para are working together in this sentence. Por is movement through. She passed by. She went through the flower shop. Why? In order to. Para comprar. Again, we're seeing that para plus the infinitive. Para comprar las flores amarillas. In order to buy yellow flowers. Por expresses movement through, and para expresses purpose. Marisol preparó todo para las 5 de la tarde, justo a tiempo. Now remember I told you that para is used for time as well, but in a different way. Well, here it is. Anytime there's a deadline by a certain time, that's when we are going to use the word para in association with the time. Para las 5. Para expresses deadline. Hoy. So we're talking about today. Hoy es sábado, el cumpleaños de la abuela, y toda la familia se reúne para celebrar. You should be super familiar with this reasoning for using the word para because it's the same in order to. Why were they getting together? In order to celebrate. Para expresses purpose. Marisol llega a la casa por la puerta principal con el rebozo y las flores en las manos. She was moving through. How did she get into the house? She moved through the front door. Por expresses movement through. Le da el regalo a su abuela y le dice, esto es para ti, con todo mi cariño. Para ti. Who is this for? Who's the recipient? For her grandmother. We saw this at the very beginning in the title page, but para is always used when there's a recipient of something, when someone is receiving something. Para expresses recipient. La abuela sonríe y dice, gracias por pensar en mí, mi hija. Gracias por. Anytime you use gracias, you are going to use por when you're expressing the reason why. Because por expresses reason. Why was she thankful? Because her granddaughter had thought about her. So por expresses reason here. Por pensar en mí. Para Marisol no hay mejor regalo que ver la sonrisa de su abuela. Para, perspective. When we express perspective, we are using the word para. For me, for you, and then what you think or what that person thinks, we're going to use the word para. Para expresses perspective. Lo lograste! I hope that you feel more comfortable and confident when knowing when to use por versus para. Now, it doesn't end here. If you're a Spanish learner trying to master the Spanish language, subscribe for more tips on how to actually speak Spanish.